Hello. I needed some nice relaxing music to stream to, and this is good. How are people? Put everything into in charisma. Sure. Oh wow, that's all people right away. Holy fuck. Hi. Um, we might actually just put everything in charisma. It's not even a joke. Let me move to the window. And everything nice and works. Putting this over. There you go. So the idea is to actually put this on YouTube because now I've played Pathfinder before, so to me the character creation of Pathfinder wasn't very scary, first of all, and it is partially based on D&D, so I've done it. But for because I genuinely want to swap maybe to playing this permanently, having it replace 5th edition as the game of choice for the games I want to play. I thought that putting out a series of videos of me just going through stuff, streams at the same time with you guys together, would probably be a very nice thing to do. That way we have a very easy, hey, go back and do this kind of thing. At least I believe so. I'm not super sure if it's the right thing to do, but I like it. Sword. There's no drag and drop, unfortunately, but there's everything here. There should be things here. Ancestries. Ah, interesting. We'll have to add everything manually. So I thought it'd be a fun thing to do, to see how it works, but try it out. And we can also, because it's a this character sheet does not have drag and drop, I think it's also a really nice little way to also see how the character sheet works. I'm not super sure. I think that would be something fun to do. Pathfinder is a different beast from 5th edition, especially 2nd edition. Is it anything? Is there anything that I'd rather compare it to? Like something I'd go like, yes, this is big brain Pathfinder. This is definitely gonna stand out. That would make me think. There are a few things that really, when put together, really make it look like its own unique thing. But on paper, it's a D20 system. 5th edition is on a D20 system. Nat 1 is usually a critical fumble. Nat 20 usually is always a success. You have 6 stats, ability scores, and it's strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, which work the same as in 5th edition, by and large. You have an armor class, you want to roll over, so it's a roll over system. You have hit points. You have classes, you have experience, you even have an alignment. First person you play online on tech and rage quits, that doesn't surprise me. You have proficiency, just like 5th edition. What else do we have here? You have resistances, you have immunities, you have levels, you have feats, spells, you have skills, you have actions, languages. I'm listing the things that are similar. And then, but a lot of them are either expanded upon or have their own twist. Take 5th edition has races. Pathfinder does not have a race. Rather, a race, a 5th edition race, is split into two. It's your physiological and a part of your race. The physiological part of the race in 5th edition belongs to ancestry. That's who your ancestor were, right? Like if you love it or hate it, if regardless of what happens, your ancestors came from where they came. You can't go back and change that. Your heritage, forever, is where you grew up and makes up also at the same time part of your background. Like, not every elf grew up the same way. Like, every elf has an elven ancestor, but not every elf has an elven heritage. That's one big change. There's a lot more classes. Not every class is a subclass. And there's a bigger weight upon feats. Then, there's also conditions are way more. There's way few more, and they're a lot more confusing. Skill proficiencies modify proficiencies rather than just stay like this. Increase as you get more and more ranks in it. You start as untrained, trained, expert, master, legendary. And the good thing is, we don't care right now how high it is. That's a really good roll. But every character, every character starts with one important thing: name. I'll call it Neb. I am very creative, I know. First important step. Ability scores. You can either roll them, or we can do it as they suggest doing, which is we start by 10, and then we count things up based on ancestry, heritage, class, and background. All four give you different stats. Yeah. We'll stick to the core rulebook. Yeah. Anyway. Step 1. Let's pick our ancestry. Step 1 is create a concept, so really I should ask you guys, what character are we making? What are we making? Carrie, if you can hear me, what are we making? Pick something. Pick something. What are you picking? We're currently picking a character concept. Concept being, you know, I'm actually done. I'm done. I should maybe introduce the ancestries we have available. I'm very stupid. Terribly sorry. We have a set of ancestries. we're currently using the core rulebook, so that means I'm not sure. This inventor is not a core one, so we're not using it right now. This is meant to be of the basic of basic books, and then we can expand. Ancestry we have dwarf, we have elf, we have gnome, we have goblin, we have halfling, we have human. Okay, a fighter. I'll write that down. Class fighter. Player named Neb. Let's go for a race. Well, what should we do? Should we just do... Should we go ultra generic and pick the human fighter? I don't mind. I really don't mind, but at the same time, it is generic as fuck. If not, I can roll. What we'll do right ancestry wise. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. It is actually 6, so perfect. Great job. Halfling Fighter. Alright, Halfling. Halfling is on page 51. Cool. But the nice thing is that they have a little bit of lore on what halflings generally are, but they do not tell you have to do it, but it does tell you how in Golarion, that's by default, by the way. Pathfinder is set in the world of Golarion. When they write something about races and similar, they're usually written from the point of view of how people see them in Golarion. That you can change that, but like, you know. So we're optimistic, cheerful, and blessed with uncanny luck. We get along with people, and we enjoy meeting new friends. Hold on. Halflings, as a halfling, you might get along well with a wide variety of people and enjoy meeting new friends. Find it difficult to resist indulging your curiosity, even when you know it's going to lead to trouble. Hold a deep and personal hatred for the practice of slavery and devote yourself to freeing those who still labor against their will. Call him Dan. Half Dan. Dan. Half. Halfling. So Dan. So already we have like an interesting idea. A fighter, hates slavery, it's a halfling. Maybe, you know, he became an adventurer because some halflings got turned into slavery for his family, so already have that stuff. Just a second, the dog wants to get out. It's already a pretty good character idea. Others probably instead appreciate your ability to always find a silver lining or something to laugh about no matter how dire the situation. Meant to be not necessarily a comedic character, but a character who will add to a more comedic side. Just a second. Sorry. Think you bring good luck with you, underestimate your strength, endurance, and fighting prowess. So we might be smaller, but we still pack a punch, and people underestimate it for us. We start with 6 hit points, so HP will add 6. We'll keep counting up. So current 6. So we keep gonna add to it. So don't worry. We currently got 6. Hold on. Ancestry 6. There you go. We can add it like that. we get an ability boost in dexterity, wisdom, and free. Meaning, dexterity, wisdom. So we get +2 in dexterity, 1 in wisdom, and 1 free one. Now I have to ask. There are roughly 2 kinds of fighters out there. Are we making one that is more dexterity focused, or one that is more strength focused? Dexterity we'd be playing on in the typical strength of a halfling. They're smaller size, so they won't be wielding the big ass claimer, even though pint-sized guts from Berserk is hilarious to imagine. Or we do lean into that one. Maybe exactly because people underestimate the strength of it and whatnot, they really go hard at it and take advantage of that stuff and, you know, surprise their enemy. Yeah, I know. I would say this generic strength fighter might be easier to create, because that's probably what a lot of people will gravitate to. Do it with a sword. Wait, we're sized because we're small. You have to add that. We're lawful good as well. I like that. I like lawful good characters, Suvi. Generic strength fighter, so we're putting 1 point into strength. Already we can see the nice strength of the system is that we might have picked a halfling, but we just got like some extra advantages. We get like a wisdom, because there might be slightly wiser, dexterity. He's still small and nimble, but it doesn't stop us from having the same being equal in nimbleness and strength without adding anything. Alignment actually matters in Pathfinder 2. Yeah, I like that a lot as well. So already have that. Next step, we'll go for heritages. Now we're sticking against it. Heritage-wise, if I remember correctly, we have to mostly pick what kind of halfling we want to go. We will stick to the common halfling ones. We got a few options. There is Gutsy, there is Hillock, there's Nomadic, Twilight, and Wildwood. These are less giving us stats, because this is our culture. This is like, what kind of halfling are we? We shall, let me just read them. Gutsy, your family now is known for keeping a level head and staving off fear when the chips were down, making them wise leaders and sometimes even heroes. When you roll a success on a saving throw against an emotion effect, you get a critical success instead. Critical success is, there's a difference between success and critical success in Pathfinder. It happens, they gave you more ways to have critical hits and critical successes, so it matters a lot more to have an ability like that. Because if you roll 10 above the difficulty, the DC, the challenge, the difficulty challenge, 10 or more, you get a critical success. If you roll a 20, automatically a success. That stuff happens, that's just a matter, that's fine. So, that's pretty useful. Hillock Halfling. Accustomed to a calm life in the hills, your people find rest and relaxation especially replenishing, particularly when indulging in creature comforts. The music is way more serious than I expected. When you regain hit points overnight, add your level to the hit points regained. When anyone uses the medicine skill to treat your wounds, you can eat a snack to add your level to the hit points you regain from their treatment. That's actually really cool. Healing works better on you. Why? Because you know how to wind down. We have the Nomadic Halfling. Your ancestors have traveled from place to place for generations, never content to settle down. You gain 2 additional languages of your choice, chosen from among the common and uncommon language available to you. And every time you take the multilingual feat, you gain another new language. That's actually kind of interesting. It's not super strong on a combat level, but roleplay-wise, this is kind of cool. Like, you really get to showcase that your character travels a lot has traveled a lot already, and who's picked up. And because you've picked up so many languages, further languages are easier to learn. Twilight Halfling. Your ancestors perform many secret acts under the concealing cover of dusk, whether for good or ill, and over time you develop the ability to see in twilight beyond even the usual keen sight of Halfling. You gain low light vision. Now granted, important thing to say. Now, these are guidelines, you can always reflavor things. Say you want to have a Twilight Halfling that's like that, but you don't like the, oh, you just worked on the night. Maybe, oh, these Halflings have worked side by side as tunnel sappers for an army, and they've developed low light vision because of digging in the ground. Staying in the ground for so long. Fuck it, that is their lore, that is his lore. Wildwood Halfling. You hail from deep in the jungle of forest, and you've learned how to use small signs to wriggle through undergrowth, vines, and other obstacles. You ignore difficult terrains from tree, foliage, and undergrowth. These are all pretty fun. I think we'll just, to keep it simple, we'll go with Hillock Halfling. Why? I just like the idea of bonus healing, and it's fairly, Hillock. And it's fairly inoffensive. Where would I add that? Details, campaign notes, feats, ancestry feats and abilities. There you go. Nice. I think it would count as this, right? Yeah. Whoops. Edit. Hillock Halfling. First level, description, we just copy it. By the way, great stuff is, all this stuff, you can easily find it online. Pathfinder is super generous, Pyther, on this stuff. Cat, I love you, but really... There you go. And now we click on it. Ba-bam! There, it works. Let me get the cat out. Some nice extra healing, nothing too strong, but always relevant. And I like the idea of having like a halfling who just knows how to vibe. In moments like that, just like, yeah, cool, and relax. Also snacks. Yeah, right? Like, that's so nice. That is a really interesting character, right? It's just Halfling Fighter, it's just like vibes all the time, in such a way. We also get keen eyes because we're, ability flaw, strength. Right, so we actually lose the strength modifier because we have a flaw in it. So we are currently at 10. Because we even it out. Speed is 25. Speed. Here's my first time properly using the character sheet, so we're learning together. Speed 25. Traits. Halfling. Human. There you go. This matters for certain things. Languages. Languages. We know Halfling. We know Common. I'm always a little bit confused about languages. Like, I never know how much to make them matter. Halfling. Additional language is equal to my intelligence modifier. We will decide that at the end then. We currently speak 2 languages, common and halfling. And we get keen eyes. Your eyes are sharp, allowing you to make out small details about concealed or even invisible creatures that others might miss. You get a +2 circumstance bonus when using the seek action to find hidden and unattended creatures within 30 feet of you. When you target an opponent concealed from you, hidden from you, you reduce the DC of the flat check 3 for a concealed target or 9 for a hidden one. It's basically make it easier to find people. Oh my god, I hate this PDF for that's nothing to do with this thing. We add that to I guess ancestry feeds. Yeah. Whoops. Keen eyes. There you go. That works well. I actually like the blue collar that comes out. Hi, you're lurking. Hi Sam, how is it going? I'm sorry for being slow of reply. Tried to do this while still actually sort of explaining it to people. Next we choose a background. So we are here, look. Yes. Next we choose a background. Backgrounds are interesting. This case I just have to ask people, well, what's our background? What has our little fella been up to before he decided to become an adventurer? Is he an acolyte, an acrobat, animal whisperer, artisan, artist, barkeeper maybe? You know, maybe he's been working behind the counter and whatnot. Bark, not barkeeper. Barkeeper. Maybe he's a bounty hunter. Or a guard. He used to work as a guard and something happened ever since then. That's why his feeling of guilt has been trying getting out. Maybe he's just a martial discipline. He enjoys going out and about, learning to be a good fighter. I was called a dog, so good at bark. Wait, where are you called a dog? Maybe the reason why our halfling hates slavery so much is because he himself was a prisoner. We get the prisoner background. We get stealth. We get the underworld skill. We get the experienced smuggler skill feat because leak. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Maybe he worked in the mines. He's a noble. Maybe he used to be a gladiator or a laborer. What does our little halfling dude do? Why? Since you just got here and you just got called a dog to make you feel better. What's our background? What do you think? We're currently creating a Halfling Fighter. He enjoys, he's from a particular group of Halfling who are really good at vibing and relaxing, enjoying some snacks, having a good time. I could just read through them if you want as well. If not, I shall choose myself. He didn't manage to find a character monster. There is no character monster, but it's not like I didn't find it. There is none. And so we're making it ourselves. And it's fairly easy. It's fairly simple to do. Now there is a character monster website I could just use. But not everybody can use it, and it has a third party and a lot of little things here and there. I figured if we just did a proper video this way, we also use the character sheet for the first time together. We see it, everything, piece by piece, and we put them all together by ourselves into the character sheet. This way we all get a small feel for it. If it makes sense. I will pick a background now. Since none of you, it's good to know how the character sheet looks like and moves around. Yeah, exactly. Since none of you are choosing, I'm gonna pick it myself. Screw you. I think he was a miner. Why not? Why not? He has a miner. Maybe that's why he's so good at vibing and relaxing. You know? Although, no, you know what? No. I like the idea of him having been a prisoner. We'll pick the background prisoner. And I shall read it to you. Might have been imprisoned for crimes whether you were guilty or not, or enslaved for some part of your upbringing. In your adventuring life, you take full advantage of your newfound freedom. Choose 2 ability boosts. 1 is strength. So finally we get to boost our strength to 12. Or constitution, and 1 is a free ability boost. And we will boost up constitution. Our character is so far fairly middle of the road in a bizarre way. But I think we'll do it like this. Yeah. I like Prisoner, had a tough life and now halfling's vibing. Yeah. He's an adventurer because maybe he just doesn't want other people to be enslaved. So his goal is going out, freeing people, and doing things. I like how the background and the way that the character sheet is shaping lends itself fairly easily to tell a story right away. We didn't add anything. We added a background, we chose a race, we chose heritage and ancestry, and we gave it a class. And already our character feels very fleshed out. After choosing the background, we can choose our faith. I'm gonna look at what gods there are. Page 21. And we'll just look a quick look at the gods. Fate. 437. Not 437. I have a second thing on the side. I think this guy screams to me chaotic lawful. Chaotic good. I'm so sorry. I think I know what god I wanted to be. I think I got one. And it just fucking cracked me up. Caden Kalian. The drunken hero ascended from mortal life on a drunken dare. I need to know what happened. I bet you can't become a god. Bet, motherfucker. And the Mac lad didn't. He becoming the god of ale, freedom, and wine. Caden promotes freedom and encourages all to find their own path in life. He fights for just cause and delights in the best indulgences. Edicts, drink, free sleeves, and aid the oppressed, seek glory and adventure. If that ain't perfect, that is so good. He also has anathemas, wasting alcohol, be mean, or standoffish when drunk, own a slave. I think this character is perfect. This is perfect for us. I'm laughing so hard. That's so good. I'm just smiling from ear to ear. Like, oh my god. And we're not a cleric, so we don't care about benefits. But there's a divine skill, Rapier. Favorite weapon. Favorite weapon is rapier. Divine skills, athletics. Domains are cities, freedom, indulgence, and might. And cleric spells. Now, as far as I understand, we don't care about those. Like, I think we'll just be, we'll be less like a cleric or a champion, and more like somebody, you know, we might just be a lay worshipper. We apply the teaching of him, but we're not really made to, like, worship him or represent his cause in that way. It makes sense that he would have, like, a Halfling Fighter that it believes in his cause, but wouldn't worship him. Now, we don't care about the others. We are creating this one in vacuum, so to speak, so we can skip a few steps. We've selected the ancestry, we've selected the heritage, we choose an ancestry feat, representing an ability your hero learned at an early age. Important. Because we're a halfling, we have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I shall read them and we'll decide together which one sounds the most interesting to us. But you know what? Where's Twitch chat? Where's my PDF? There it is. Halfling ancestry feats. Distracting shadows. You have learned to remain hidden by using larger focus and distraction to avoid drawing attention to yourself. You can use creatures that are at least one size larger than you as a cover for the hide and sneak action, though you can still can't use such creatures cover for other users to take cover action. We could literally be hiding behind others. Interesting, but I don't know, it doesn't fit the character. Obviously, there's every race has like a generic, quote-unquote generic feat called something something lore, which is basically like you really studied your ancestry. And in Halfling it goes, you've duty learn how to keep your balance, how to stick to the shadows where it's safe, important skill passed down through the generation of Halfling tradition. You gain the trained proficiency rank in acrobatics and stealth. You would automatically become trained in one of those skills from your background or class, for example. You said become trained in a skill of your choice. Very, very nice. They spell it out loud. D&D doesn't quite do it. You also become trained in Halfling lore. Sage Sag hit my first combo. Guy have 6 wins, rage crit against me, and my whole 6 wins. Whoops. Halfling luck. Once per day. You failed skill check or saving throw. Your happy-go-lucky nature, it seems like misfortune avoids you. And to an extent, that might even be true. You can re-roll the triggering check, but you must use the new result if it's worse than your first roll. That's interesting. How lucky is our character? Do we feel like our character is going to be leaning into this whole, haha, I can, I'm just naturally lucky, good things happen to me? Or do we want to pick something else? Let's look at the others. Halfling weapon familiarity. Your favorite traditional halfling weapon, so you've learned how to use them more effectively. You have the trained proficiency with the sling, halfling sling staff, and short sword. You gain access to all uncommon halfling weapons. Sure feed. When keeping your balance and scrambling up a tricky climb, your heroic calloused feet easily find purchase. If you roll, nah, I'm not picking that one. Titan Slinger. You have learned how to use your sling to fill enormous creatures. When you hit an attack with sling against a larger creature, so you decide the weapon damage die by 1 step. I do like the idea of just yeeting this massive. The last one, the last two. This one, unfettered halfling. It's we were forced into service as laborer, either pressing to death or servitude, or shackled by the evils of slavery. But you since escaped and have trained to ensure you'll never be caught again. Leans into our backstory. Whenever you roll a success on a check to escape or a saving throw against an effect that would impose the grab condition or restrain condition on you, you get a critical success instead. Whenever a creature rolls a failure on a check to grapple you, they get a critical failure instead. A creature used to grapple you, it must succeed in an athletics check to grab you instead of automatically grabbing you. I think this fits really well. I'm gonna just take this. I'm sorry, this is just Yep. Unfettered. Halfling. Perfect. I look halfling goo. There's typo there. Alright, and that's a large chunk of character creation already done. We chose the class. We now determine abilities. We've already did Halfling, we already did Fighter. With ancestry, background, and class have been applied. Applied Halfling. Applied background, we haven't applied class. I forgot. Fighter gives us strength. Class boost strength, so we are, yeah, we bump strength by 1. There you go. Background boost, we've said strength and constitution, class boost strength, those are okay. We have 3 boosts, 4. We can apply those any way we want, which is super nice. And I think we'll apply it to strength again, so we get our score 16. We'll apply one to dexterity, so we're just a little bit, still think very good. We'll do the same thing to constitution. And wisdom, intelligence, or charisma. I don't see this character as being particularly intelligent or charismatic, but you know, he has that like wisdom coming from like just your street smarts of just, you know, knowing to take, you know, life as it gets and all that stuff. He's not super wise, but occasionally he has a gem that just comes out of like somewhere and everybody's like, damn, bro. Kind of like, you know, occasionally somebody who's fucking high, just something really profound and just sitting there and they're just sitting there vibing, they have no idea they said it. That's the energy I'm getting from this character. Hit points, we get plus 10, so we get to 10. And we have 18. 18 HP at the level 1. Not bad. Not good. Not bad. We get a class feat. Next. Actually, hold on. Character creation. We've done that. Class details. Determine your character starting hit points and number of hit points to gain from the class of done it. Attain proficiencies. We gain a few proficiencies for being a fighter. Let's go through those. Let's go proficiency by piece by piece. Perception, expert in perception. We are expert. We are expert in fortitude. Seven. Huh, okay. Expert in reflex. And trained in so expert, trained. Oh, that's very convenient. Cool. Yeah, we're trained in the choice of acrobatics or athletics. I think we are trained in acrobatics or athletics. I'm gonna go acrobatics. Or athletics, that's strength, right? Yeah, do I go acrobatic? Train. Train a number of additional skills equal 3 plus your intelligence modifier. So that's 3 plus nothing. So we get 3 skills. Huh. Intelligence suddenly is very useful. Because now we have a proper incentive in wanting to increase our intelligence. Low intelligence means fewer skills. If you have a negative in intelligence, you probably get less skills, right? Like you only get -2. I'd have to imagine. So you can't just treat it as a dump stat. I'd guess. Athletics. Nate, he definitely feels like somebody who has some training in nature. That leaves us with 2. And I might say survival. Because you know, he was on the run for a bit, learned some stuff. And should he have religion just a little bit? Nah, it doesn't fit like it. Doesn't fit at all. Thievery, he ain't no thief. I have acrobatics. Should he have acrobatics? Should he have acrobatics? I'm gonna say yes. And that leaves 1. I'm gonna give that to medicine. He might occasionally have to patch himself up. Gives him something to do. There you go. We are attacks, weapon proficiencies. We are expert in simple weapons. Expert in martial. We are trained in advanced weapons. Advanced. And we are experts in unarmed attack. Unarmed. We're trained in fighter, but that's normal. We get proficiency. Wait. Actually doesn't automatically do it. Trained in all armor and trained in armor defense. I guess that depends what you equip something. Detail. I'm just gonna add that to details. Or I actually wouldn't know where to add it. I could just train all armor and train unarmored. Unarmored, whoops. There you go. That is our fighter. Skill trading, we've done it. We get lore, underworld, which is intelligence, but we're proficient in it. And we get stealth from our background. Nice. We get a class feat. How is a dude fighting? We have double size, meaning we can attack with 2 melee weapons. Exacting strike. That's controlled. power attack. We said he is a strength fighter, so we're probably dual wielding, right? Power attack. You unleash a particularly powerful attack that clubbers your foe but leaves it unsteady. Make a melee strike. This counts as 2 attacks when calculating your multiple attack penalty. If this strikes, you deal an extra die of weapon damage. If you're at least 10th level, increase this to 2 extra dice. If you're at least 18th level, increase to 3. What does strike penalty means? You have 3 actions. You can repeat. You can pick 3 times the strike action, basically attack action, like in D&D. But each time you do it, you get a penalty. So this one you get no penalty, but for the sake of the third action, if you decide to attack, you you roll with a -10. I think that's a good feat, class feat. Power attack, trigger attack, actions, 2 actions. There you go. We get a attack of opportunity for being a fighter, which means anytime a unit moves away outside of our thing, we get to smack them. So attack of opportunity, trigger creature within your reach uses manipulate action or a move action, makes a ranged attack or leaves a square during a move action it's using. That's way more than like D&D. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that was so much. So that's like on way more things they could do. It's a much stronger attack of opportunity. Not every class gets attack of opportunity. That's important. We get experienced smuggler. Natively. You often smuggle things past authorities. When a gem rolls a stealth check, it's a pass observer and notice a small item you conceal. That gem is the number rolled or 10, whichever is higher. That's the result of your die roll. Adding it to your stealth modifier to determine your stealth check result. If you're a master in stealth, the gem used the number rolled or 15. If you're legendary, it uses you automatically succeed at hiding a small concealed item from past observers. This provides no benefit when a creature attempts a perfection check while actively searching you for hidden items. Due to your smuggling skill, it's more likely to find more lucrative smuggling jobs using underworld lore to earn income. Huh. Okay. That's pretty neat. I think it's a stealth feat. Yeah. General skill. Trained in stealth. Experienced smuggler. Trained in stealth. We also get shield block, but we can ignore it. I think. I'll go back to the character. AC should be higher because we are trained. And now we get to put equipment and we're done. Buy equipment. At first level, your character has 10 gold pieces. To spend armor, weapons, and other basic equipment. Your character's class, the types of weapon armor which they are trained for are better. Their weapons determine how much damage to deal in combat. Their armor influence their armor class. Decalculation cover details step 10. Don't forget to reserve. Calculate modifiers. We've done that. Good and evil. We've already said. Step. So we get to buy weapons. Is there anything in the rulebook that just fast forwards this essentially? Like a recommended loadout. No, that's later. Weapons. Our character would count as a bully, by the way. That's the character feat that they recommend. Starting feat, power attack. Yep. No, there is no base loadout. Bleh. Well, 15 gold. Let's spend it. We want a weapon. Oh no, bully halfling. Yeah, we want a weapon. 15 gold. So we want a weapon and we want equipment. We're martial, so we can pick a nice weapon. Should we pick a great sword? Should we just wield the proper way? Great sword. I like that. Great sword, 2 gold, 1d12. Yeah. Inventory. Oh, great. Great sword. Do you have it? No result found. I really need to buy it. Held items. Name. Great sword. 2 GP. Right, 13. Trades. Versatile P. I guess because you can one-hand it. Versatile P. Transfer item. Worn items, yeah. How do I make an attack with it? How do I create an attack? Weapon, great sword, strength, rank, trained. Traits, versatile, category martial, group sword, damage dice, 1. D12. Nice, 15 death, there you go. We get to wear armor. So we'll pick an armor piece. Medium armor. We can't buy heavy armor. Well, we could buy 1 heavy armor and it would give us +5. Or breastplate. It's a +4. But it does not lower our dex cap. I'll go breastplate. Inventory. Worn item. Breastplate. Price 4 GP. Armor traits none. Nice plate. And then we go character, armor, armor name, breastplate, dex or cap. Dex cap is 1. -5. Check penalty -2. And how much AC do you give us? It is medium. We're training it. We're training expert or expert. Train. We get +4 to AC. What do I add that? 4. 18 AC. There you go. Let me check. Hero points. Your character usually begins each game session with 1 hero point. Where are hero points? Hero points are just something we get for being cool. Hero points 1. Class DC done. We get a -5 movement because of speed, because of the armor we're wearing. Armor class Fighter. Bulk, we don't care right now. We're done. Did it take a little bit longer because we were doing how the roll sound? Did it take a moment because of me trying to figure things out? Sure, but we're done. That's it for today. Next time we might level the character. Maybe we can even take it all the way to 20. Dan will make me make a comeback. We will make half Dan into full Dan. And yeah, thank you very much for coming. This was it. I'll see you tomorrow. If you have any questions last second before I press the button, let me know. If not, I am currently preparing a one-shot. It might be a two-shot. Depends on the time. People are interested can poke me about it. Yeah. But either way, thank you very much for coming. I will see you guys tomorrow with something. I don't know what we'll play tomorrow. I'll figure it out. But either way, yeah. Bye-bye.